Welcome back, everyone. Now, she wears canary yellow and lolly blue. The Queen certainly does have individual style.
Yeah, she's a rockin' style. Deb Thomas and Jason Brunson are here with us to share some of Her Majesty's most interesting fashion secrets. Welcome, guys. Firstly, Deb, let's go to you. Tell us about how the Queen staff ensures that she never wears the same outfit twice.
Well, she never wears the same outfit twice in the same company. Sometimes she'll wear the same outfit again, but it's been slightly rearranged, usually by her head dressmaker, a woman called Angela Kelly. But they have a spreadsheet and they note where the dress was worn, who was there, particularly the official people. They don't want her to wear the same outfit twice, but the Queen understands a budget. She gets that she can't always wear a different outfit all the time, so they do get rearranged. Probably that one there didn't have the blue buttons and the blue hat, for example. So a few changes along the way, but there's the spreadsheet, so they know, and if you obviously drill down into that, you'd find out who was at the event that mattered, and to make sure that they don't see the same thing again.
Is Stuart Parvin the designer for all of this?
He's the stylist. He's the stylist. And the designer, different designers.
Different designers.
As I say, Angela Kelly is one of her main designers and has been with her for a decade. She's a 60-year-old grandmother and they're great friends, so she has a lot to do with what she wears.
Jason, Her Majesty actually has someone on her payroll who is there to wear her shoes in for her. Is that true?
Yeah, I think that's brilliant.
I mean, we should all have that.
I think we all should. I would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but these shoes are still really uncomfortable.
And I've tried wearing them in for her.
They're lolly
That'd be
blue. She
pretty.
might like them.
Yeah, she can't complain about, sore feet.
No, I think it's a brilliant idea because, I mean, she does have to stand on her feet all day.
Yes.
And she's 86.
Yes.
She stood on that barge all day for the Jubilee.
I know.
She didn't even sit
In
down.
the rain.
So what sort of shoes is she wearing?
Ugg boots?
Imagine that, the Royal
They're always quite sensible, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
I mean, they're
sensible
not
heel.
particularly high.
No, you couldn't be the high heel.
Not in a platform stiletto, Jimmy Choo or anything. Let's talk about her style when she was younger, because her style has changed, obviously, as she's gotten older, but she has always loved a suit, hasn't she, Deb?
She did love she has loved a suit. The thing with the Queen is that when she was growing up, when she was a teenager, she and Margaret both wore military clothes because the war was going on. So she understands the message that clothing sends out.
It's a patriotic choice.
It is a patriotic choice, but it was also about the austerity of the time. So they needed to reflect that. They couldn't be extravagant. So here we have her in her suits for day, but when it came to night, she let her hair down. Now, Norman Hartnell was her designer of choice in the late 40s and the 50s, and he did do beautiful things, but you'll see that style of the 1950s, the Christian Dior sort of style coming through, a bit of a Grace Kelly look. So these dresses would have been done by Hartnell, and they were considered very, very stylish. The Queen was a very stylish woman, but she had to wear English clothes, where her sister, for example, could go across and wear the Dior clothes that were coming out of France, and these were the English version of that. So Norman Hartnell early days, then she went to Hardy Amy's, which was very much a suit kind of look. As she had her children and became more mature, she started to dress in a more mature kind of way, and the suits really came to the fore.
But Jason, did she have some more feminine parts of her wardrobe as well, outside of just the suits?
Well, she was very feminine in the 50s, I think, when she was kind of princessy, and she was newly married, and it was that little small waist and the full skirts and the lace and the little lace hats and lace gloves. It was very, very feminine and quite girly.
Lots of tulle and
Lots
then
of tulle,
tiaras and the jewels. And the thing with the jewels and the tiaras was, in those days, the monarch had to stand out as the monarch. So they put the jewels and the sash on so you knew who the Queen was, because we're so familiar with her nowadays because we see her photo all the time, but in those days, without the paparazzi, you may not have known which one was her within the diptych.
She does love an accessory, a handbag, a brooch, her pearls, and she's very much favouring block colours now, isn't she? You don't often see the Queen in prints.
Well, I think the idea of the block colour is that she stands out in the crowd, and it's head to toe. There's the hat. The whole thing is all one tone, so she really stands out when she gets out of that car in a crowd and everyone knows it's her.
Are the hats made to... What comes first, the hat or the outfit?
Good question.
Usually the outfit and the outfit colour, and again Stuart Parvin gives the swatch to the hat maker, and then the hat is designed around it. Now, she's always been known for her hats, and most recently it's Rachel Trevor Morgan, who's the Queen's hat maker of choice since 2006, and I think we have some footage with Rachel now.
Yeah,
We're going to have to go there because we're running out of time. We can talk about her.
No, I think
all
we're
day.
going to come back and
We'll have a look at that.
We'll come back and we will have a look at that.
But
Yes.
it is the Queen.
It is the
We'd
Queen.
be beheaded
and
otherwise.
Jubilee celebration. So we'll have a look at that next. We're back with Deb Thomas and Jason Brunston talking about the Queen's extensive fashion collection.
Now, we were just talking about the hats. Why is the Queen so obsessed with hats, Jace?
Do you think it's got something to do with being a crowned head?
Oh,
I think maybe that's it. It's a tradition, isn't it? I mean, you know, it goes back to royalty and wearing hats, and it's formal. It's a whole formality thing. Oh, look, she looks great.
Stop, I love the fashion
The turban's
Oh,
brilliant.
I love that too, don't you?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
70s
Madge, yes,
era.
please.
They would have
I
been.
love
They
that.
would have been Freddie Fox. That era, those particular
I
hats.
wonder also, too, whether it has something to do with Her Majesty's skin. Was it sun protection, or also in winter, would it have kept her head warm? I guess it would.
They're always very narrow hats. I think it's about a look, and I think it's also a chance for her to sort of rock out a bit, to put the individual flourishes. The hat's always got the sort of kind of I guess the personality coming through in those hats. It allows her, because the clothes are very classic, so the hat allows her a little bit of expression.
Deb, she
Really
loves
does
a pearl. She loves
finish
the
off the
pearls.
look.
She loves those two.
Is that a fez, by the way? Was that a fez hat?
I believe it was.
Little Tommy Cooper.
Let's have a look at the pearls there. Okay, those
Loves
pearls there were given to her by her parents on her wedding day. And they're the pearls from the Queen Anne string and the Queen Caroline string. And her mother wore them, and now she wears them. Obviously, they mean a lot to her. They're valued at
That's
£4
nice.
million.
Wow.
And the Queen,
She's
I
still
think the
wearing
Queen
them there. There you
Caroline
go.
pearls were made out of a set of 4, and they picked the best pearls there. So $4 million worth of pearls, and she's got
She
those on.
never takes
And there's a
them off.
wonderful story about how she forgot to put them on her wedding day, and the Secretary of State had to literally run back to Buckingham Palace and get them for her and put them on her around her neck, so she had them there in the actual
get that
photo that's there.
Can we get that 2012 shot up again? I think that's my favourite shot of her, the laughing one. We don't have that? That's a
There's
great
the
shot.
pearls there, you
There
see.
are the pearls.
She didn't actually, I believe she didn't have them on walking down the aisle, but she got them in time for the photograph. So they're
Guys, thank you
they're
so
very
much for this
special.
insight into her
Pleasure.
Madge. Thank you both so